Yeah, yeah, I hear you. So clarify your position.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, hold on. Can you give me a sec? Give me a sec. I just need to move this. All right. Hold on.
Wait, do you agree with accidental and
Mm.
essential properties existing?
Wait, wait, wait. Do I agree with what?
Do you agree with accidental and essential properties existing?
Accidental and essential properties.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Huh?
Yeah. I mean, personally,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to take a personal view. I don't believe in Mereological Monism or any of that stuff. I'm just wait, hold on. I'm just
I'm
using it as
saying
an
as
example. A
I'm
coherent.
saying if you were to accept that position, do you believe in properties and the existence of accidental properties?
I mean, if I was a Mereological Monist, then no.
Wait, so if okay, let's say you take that position, so you don't posit essential property,
No. Shit.
then how do you exist? Right?
Wait, hold on. Hold on. What the fuck is this doing? Oh my god. I don't wait, say that again?
I said, how do you exist if you don't posit essential properties?
Essential properties.
Yeah, how do you exist if you don't posit essential properties?
Uh I exist from one monad. I guess I quickly explain the terms in its relation to my existence. So that's accidental
Wait,
and
do the
essential
terms
properties were.
wait, hold on, do the terms make you exist?
Huh?
Do they make up your existence?
The terms.
Yes, do what the terms describe make your existence?
Uh I wouldn't really I wouldn't say they necessitate my existence.
Wait, okay, so they're accidental towards
I
your
mean,
existence.
what is accidental? Those terms.
You don't know what essential and accidental properties are? Are you asking me to define them?
No, 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 no. I was saying I'm going to define them and then relate it to my existence.
Sure, go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, um, accidental properties is a property that is given to a specific entity, but it is
Mhm.
not part of its identity, such that if you remove it, the thing ceases to exist. Because if you take a theological view on God, that He's omnipotent, if
Uh-huh.
you remove the omnipotence, then God
Hmm.
ceases to exist.
Hmm.
So that is not an accidental property. That's an essential property. So accidental
Yeah.
properties are when you have a property of a thing such
Hmm.
that you can remove it and the thing will still exist regardless. Essential
Hmm.
properties, as I just used in that example,
Hmm.
um, is literally the opposite. It's when something will cease to exist without that
Yep,
property
that's perfect. So an essential property is going
being
to be something that
specific.
you have by virtue of you being yourself. If that follows, then how can you exist without an essential property? Since you're saying you do not posit either or is exist.
Wait. I just because I explained before. I'm going to relate it to my existence now, and then you can present the arguments if that's fine.
I did present an argument. I presented
Um,
a
con- contention or refutation. Then my bad.
It wasn't a
Um,
consent. It was a
so
question.
uh, okay. So my bad then. I will repeat. Okay then. A question. I'm going to
Hmm.
explain, and then you can ask your question again.
Hmm.
Okay. So if I was a Mereological monist, then I would believe there is no parts of a thing. The thing is holistically is its parts. There is one true monad, which is
What do you mean by
substance.
parts?
Um, huh?
What do you mean by parts?
I guess multiple distinct things that constitute an entity.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Is that fine or not?
Yeah, that's fine. Continue. No,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
don't say that
So
constitutes. Hold on. Don't say that constitutes entity. Just say that can constitute an entity.
all right. So that can constitute an entity.
Yeah, a
Um,
part is something that can
I mean,
constitute. It can be composed or it can be a
okay.
part of the composition of an entity.
All right, that my bad. I thought we were talking about things that do exist. That's why I
No, we
said
are. We are.
constitutes. All
Wait,
right.
we are, but if there was a Lego,
Um.
let's say there's a hold on, let's say there's a building made out of Legos and there's a Lego on the side, that Lego can be a part of the composition of that building. It just isn't yet. Therefore, it would follow that you cannot define it as
All
something
right.
that is a part of the composition, but something that can be a part of the composition.
All right. All right. All right. So my bad then. For using flawed language. I'll repeat. So something that can constitute an entity.
Hmm.
So what's it called? A part is, as I said, um, something something distinct that can constitute an entity. Now,
Hmm.
if I take this Mereologistic monistic view, then I
Hmm.
believe there is no parts. There is only a whole, a monad, pure substance, right? No parts at all, because, as I said, it's something distinct. There's no parts to anything.
What do you mean by
Now,
substance?
follow, huh?
What do you mean by substance?
One true, I guess you could say essence, I guess.
What do you mean by
Something that is
essence?
that's everything is. I guess you could say the thing that's intrinsically makes up something.
Wait, what do you mean by intrinsic
You could
then? Because wait, how do you say that it intrinsically makes up something, but you don't agree with intrinsic properties?
say that again.
How are you saying that the essence is something that intrinsically makes up of something, but you don't agree with intrinsic properties existing?
Yeah, because you can have something that makes something up, even if there are no multiple parts to it. You can have one pure
Wait,
thing,
wait.
right?
If you're making
What?
something
Wait, you
up,
can have
that means
one.
that.
Where
My bad.
you can have one property. You can have one property that makes something up. It doesn't necessarily
Wait, no, that's not true at all. To
it
make something, wait, hold on. To make something up, that entails that it
doesn't
did not
necessarily.
exist. Wait, chill.
You
To
can
make
just have
something,
one single
wait,
thing.
Quincy, chill. To make something up, that entails that this thing was not made up before. So if you have a property, that entails this property exists. If the property is making something else up, then it would be identical with itself. So let's say B, and then you have A. B is supposed to make up A. If B by itself is just B, then it is not A, logically speaking. So if it makes up A, that entails there has to be a different property that allows it to do so. There has to be something else a part of the composition, analytically.
Can you elaborate on that? How does that specifically follow? I mean,
Yeah. So do you know what the phrase makes up of mean?
yeah,
Yeah, it means that an entity or object is composed of Y parts. If that follows, then a property, a singular property, a property at that, cannot make up of something because if it did, that entails that if it's one property that it was already made up of. To make up of something, that means that this is already going through the process. If it's just one singular property, that means that this thing is already existent. Therefore, it's not making up of anything. It's just identical
no,
with
I mean
itself.
you can have one singular property. I mean, I don't think this whole it can be come into existence. I mean, that's another issue about
Wait, your mic.
yeah,
My bad for
yeah,
cutting
yeah.
you off.
Is this
Right.
better?
Yeah, I
Is
think
this
so.
better?
Yes.
Okay. So on that, I would say you can still have one singular property that makes something up. And you could say
How?
it is the thing itself, but the thing itself, you could say rather than make itself up, it
Wait,
is the
if you're
thing
just saying that
itself
the
rather
thing
than
makes
makes it
itself
up.
up, wait, if
But
you're just saying that the thing makes itself up, then obviously that's just tautological. I don't understand how that's informative or progressive at all.
okay, because
What makes up of that
I'm
thing
trying
though?
to show an example where you can have what makes up the making up of that thing.
Yes, what makes up that property? Does it have physical matter?
Okay, no, no, not necessarily. I mean, you can take maybe a Thomistic view on this that God, maybe you can take divine simplicity. God has
Wait,
no
no,
parts
I'm just asking you, what
or
property
anything.
does it
God is
have?
pure. He
Is
is
it
one.
non-physical? Is
So
it physical? Like what is it? Is it materialistic, immaterialistic? What is it? What is it? Jackson.
I don't know the specific nature.
No, I'm just giving an
I mean,
example.
it can be either.
I'm saying for the example, do you want to limit it to materialistic? Hello, do you hear me? I cut out. Do you want to limit it to a materialistic entity or immaterialistic entity, just for the nature or just for the example?
Uh, the example you're gonna wait, what example? The one we talked about before, or the
The
one you're gonna
example we're
give
both
if
about to
I
propose,
respond?
the example we're about to lay on the table,
The what?
the example we are about to lay on the table as a collective.
Oh, okay. So the one you're about to give if I when I respond. All right. So the part the properties that make up this property that makes up the entity itself, obviously, because that's what you're asking. Um, I don't know. It depends. You could say it's material. You could say it's immaterial.
Wait, if it's material, that means it
Um,
has the essential
I
property
don't.
of wait, yeah, yeah. If it's material, that means it has the essential property of being physical. How can something material be non-physical? If I take your if I take your argument to it,
Materials.
if I take your argument
Okay.
to its
Okay. Wait.
logical, wait, hold on. If I take your
Um,
arguments to its logical end, that entails that it has to be identical with itself. If it follows that it has to be identical with itself,
okay.
let's see. What does that mean? That means that it has the property of being
Yeah.
identical with itself, meaning properties do exist. Essential properties at that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. But material does not have the property of being physical. The material itself is literally a
Wait, hold
synonym
on. Whoa,
for
whoa, whoa, whoa,
physical
whoa. That
itself.
is
It's
incorrect.
literally wait. It's just like another word for it's literally just means physical. That's
Wait,
what
no,
material
no.
means.
Being
It literally
materialistic
just means
means
physical in some sense.
no, no. A materialistic entity has the property of being materialistic. That's what that means by definition. That's literally tautological again. All we're doing is spousing out tautology.
Okay,
All we're doing is
but
spousing out tautologies. I don't think this is progressive at all. But yes, if you have, for example, the
okay,
property of walking, that means you have the property of walking. If you're walking, that entails you have the property of walking. If an entity is physical, that means that that physicality has the property of physicality. It's identical with itself. Like what? That's simple.
okay, but if it's identical with itself, then it's not really a part, is it? Because if you're taking the view that hold on, my bad. Hold on.
Wait, a
If
part is
you're
just going to be a
taking the
property here.
view that the part
Oh god.
wait. I just want to elaborate. If you're taking the view that the whole is not equal to the part or anything,
Did you
and
stop
then
speaking?
you cannot
Wait, guys, is he lagging
have
for y'all or is that just
material
me?
is a for something
Quentin,
to
you're
be
lagging. You're
material must
lagging. You're lagging. You're lagging.
huh?
Is he only lagging for me or is he lagging for y'all too?
Can you hear me now? Wait,
Yeah, I hear you now.
is this better? Wait, is this better?
No, you're lagging still.
Disconnect. You can hear me.
I can hear you a little bit. So, if I were to say that there's a
Is
Lego
this
block, let's
better?
go back to the initial analogy. If I were to say that there was a building with a Lego on its side,
Wait. Is this
and
better?
yeah, it's better. If I were to say that there was,
Wait. Is this better? Can you hear me?
I said yes. I said yes. If I were to say that there was a building
Oh,
composed of
all right,
Lego,
my bad.
with a
Can I
Lego,
just elaborate on the point I'm making?
God,
Can I just,
I don't think we're.
can
I
I
don't think
just,
we
yeah,
disagree here. I was just establishing some stuffs.
all right. I just want to put a footnote on that. Because under this tautological view, I don't think, because you said for something to be material, it must have a property of being material
Yeah.
or a part of being material. But I don't think it would necessarily be a part then, because if it's identical with itself, I don't think that's a part. Because I don't think
Wait, does it not have the property of being?
materiality is a part. Huh?
Wait, okay, wait. Yeah, I understand that's your belief, though. That's just a belief system you have. I don't believe that's actually justified. But on my side, I believe something, which is X, that being that it has the property of being identical with itself. If we take your argument to its logical end, which we're going to do, that entails it does not have the property of being identical with itself. So you deny classical logic, even though in chat you said you posit classical logic.
Wait.
And your worldviews aren't even
Wait,
consistent,
wait,
Quentin.
wait. X. Wait, hold on.
You're
X
lagging again
does not have the property. X does. Is this better?
a little bit.
Is
Continue.
this better?
Continue.
Can anyone? Wait. Can anyone else hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. They hear you too, but it's
Okay.
a little bit bugged.
Record's
Continue.
lagging. Okay. If you have X, X is not a. I don't think you could say X is a part of X, because as we
Wait,
established
that's
earlier,
just
part
the
is a
claim.
part is something. Wait, no, because I'm going to relate it back to what we were saying earlier. So as we established earlier, a part, as we agreed, is something distinct that can constitute a an entity. Now, as we established, is something
Wait,
distinct.
I
But
never said something distinct.
is it
What?
if X is a part of X, then it must be something distinct that
Wait, I
constitutes it.
never said
Since
anything
X is
about.
not.
I never said anything about their needing. Wait, hold on, chill. I never said anything about a property distinction at all. That's going to be a problem that you're dealing with. On my
Yeah.
end, all I have to posit is that
Okay.
a
Wait.
property exists. Hold on. All I have to posit is that a property exists on an entity. If that follows, then in DMs or in chat, you literally said you posit classical logic. If we do
Wait.
posit classical logic, that means that every single thing has to have the property of being identical with itself. Therefore, there are properties that make up of entities. Because me, for
Okay,
example, I'm
okay,
made out of physical matter, and I have the property of being identical with
yeah,
myself.
yeah. Wait, hold on. Okay, so I'm trying to relate this to what we said earlier because uh, did I just want to establish? Did you just to establish? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yeah.
Did we not come to a consensus that a part is something that is distinct that can constitute a an entity? Just
Yeah. Let
real
me answer
quick, yes
that.
or no answer.
Let me answer that. No, we didn't actually. Furthermore, we
All right.
actually agreed upon and established that a part is something that can make up of something else, or can be composed or make up of a
Yeah.
composition.
Wait, but I said distinct, and I kept saying distinct for that specific reason, and then we moved on to talk about it, and then
Well, you
I
actually
guess
never said
I
distinct, but even if you did say distinct, it doesn't matter because I'm the one that proposed the clarified definition, and we moved on with that.
yeah, but then after you
I don't
gave
care about
a
the semantical
clarified
discharge.
definition, wait, wait,
This isn't progressive. I don't care about the semantical discharge. We can just move on.
wait, after you gave a I guess an elaboration of it, I still said distinct for that specific reason. I mean, if you don't agree right now, because when I said distinct and then you elaborated
But
on it, I
wait,
still
it
said
doesn't
distinct.
matter because even though I
No,
disagree,
I'm just trying
you
to
know,
relate.
I'm not, hold on,
Wait.
I'm granting it. I'm granting it. I'm saying although I disagree, it doesn't matter because aforementioned, I literally said that these are distinct properties. That being the property of being identical with itself and a materialistic entity. So you have you, for example, you have the property of being you. That is going to be distinct from you because the law of identity is distinct from you. Do you
But,
agree?
but if I myself, me, is
Yes.
distinct from myself, I have a let's assume I have the property of myself, right? If
Hmm.
that property is established just now is distinct to myself, then myself is
No, that's not
not
what I said.
myself. Did you not say me is?
I
Did you not
said
say
you
that
have
property is
you.
distinct?
No. That's distinct. Having the property of abiding by the law of identity is distinct from having the property of being identical with yourself. So these two things can be used synonymously. However, within this context, all I'm saying is that these two properties are applied. So can you walk without the property of being able to walk? Answer that.
Uh, can I walk without the property of being having of walking?
Yes. Can you walk without the property of
Mm,
walking, being able to walk?
no.
Okay, that means you have distinct properties because the property of walking is distinct
Yeah.
from the property of being identical with yourself or the property of creating. Within the analogy I gave, I
Okay.
said
But
there's a
walking
label
is not me.
building. Chill.
But we're
Within
talking about
wait,
law of
hold on,
identity.
hold on. Within the analogy I gave initially, I said that there was a Lego building. Now, to add on to that analogy, add more substance to it, there's a person who builds the Lego building. That means they have the property of a creator. If they have the property of a creator and they have the property of being able to walk, that entails distinct properties analytically.
Okay, but we're talking about the law of identity. I don't necessarily disagree that you can have properties as in distinct things to the thing itself, such as walking. That is a
Wait,
distinct thing.
but in some possible
Wait, can I
worlds,
just
some.
finish real quick? Wait,
Okay,
can I
go
just
ahead, my
finish?
bad. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, walking, as we established, is distinct to myself. But if you have something of myself that is myself, not distinct to me, identical to me, then that is not a property. I don't think that would be a property. I think that would just be me equaling myself, being identical to myself, rather than me
Wait,
being a
repeat
property.
yourself. Repeat the last part.
Yeah, I don't think the example for with walking or just the last part.
Just the last part. I don't. It might have been
Yeah.
the example. But just
So,
repeat whatever you said the last bit.
all right. So I said I uh I don't think that me is a I guess you could say property in the sense we're talking about it as in distinct. I don't think it's that. I think me
Wait,
is
that isn't the
equal to
argument.
myself. I
Wait,
think
hold on.
me is equal.
I think you're kind of like sidestepping the argument. I think what I'm actually arguing and what you're gonna have to listen to is that the property of being identical with yourself, which you do have because you're obviously identical with yourself, is distinct from the property of being a creator. If
I
it
mean,
is the case that they're distinct, that means that we are composed of parts because there is a possible world
uh,
where we do not have the property of being a creator.
but I don't have the property of being identical to myself. I am that
Wait, yes, you do by definition
identicality.
because you're. Hold on, chill. Yes, you do by definition because for you to be you, you have the property of being you. If you do not have the property of being you,
It's
then it
not the
follows that you're
property
not
though.
you. Is it
I
okay?
don't necessarily agree
Hold
with
on.
this
Is
approach.
you being you? Hold on. Is you being you an identifying feature?
Yeah, self-identifying, I guess.
Okay. Wait. So if it's an identifying feature, then that follows that it's a property. That's what property means denotatively.
denotatively, then property would just mean identification. But it's not property in the same sense we're
Yes,
talking about
yes,
it
it's
right now.
property, identifying feature. That's what I'm talking about. What do you mean by
But it's
property?
not the same property we're talking about it in the sense for walking,
What are you talking
or
about when
such
you
as
say
something
property?
having parts, or such as something having parts. Huh? What do you say?
What are you talking about when you say property? That's what I'm referring to when I say property. Also, what do you mean by the thoughts thing
Did
too?
we
So there's two questions there. Answer both
did,
concisely.
did we not establish earlier? Well, when I say property, I relatively mean a part of something that can constitute that
Property
it's
means part.
something
Part is something that can
intrinsically.
constitute of something. I'm saying that us being identical with ourselves is going to constitute us being identical with ourselves. Like that's tautological once again. Did you see what I mean? We're
Yeah, but
just
that's
going back
not
to
parts. That's the
tautologies.
whole.
This isn't.
That's
This isn't going.
holistic because the part of a part of something, as we agreed on with walking, is something distinct. But me being a part of myself, therefore,
Wait, why
must
are we on this point?
deductively follow
You have to
must
attack the
be distinct.
possible world argument. If within a
Pardon?
possible world, yes, if within a possible world there is an entity that does not have the property of walking, however, in actuality they have the property of walking, that tells it's a property distinct from you. It is not
No,
going to
no,
be
no, no.
identical with
Oh,
yourself.
no, they have the if they don't have the what's it called? They don't have the property of walking. Let's say they're disabled. Somebody born disabled. Would that be fine?
Yeah.
As an example. Yeah. Let's say somebody born disabled, right? No
Mm.
legs, and therefore don't doesn't really have the property of being able to walk. Now
Yeah.
that property is distinct to the person himself, right? But I just want to establish. I don't want to put words in
Wait,
mouth.
wait, wait, wait. Hold on, hold on. Are you repeating what I said, or are you establishing that yourself? Are you
Oh,
saying the
I'm repeating
properties
what
are
you said.
distinct? Okay.
I'm repeating what you said,
So what
just to
about
get
it?
a consensus middle
Uh
line.
huh.
So
Yeah.
let's say a disabled person, right? He doesn't
Hmm.
have a the property of walking, which is like the part, but something distinct to him. So, but you said he still has. Just to you can elaborate on this if I misunderstand.
Hmm.
But did you say something about he still has a property in this able to, or
No.
something like that?
Within a possible world, this entity has the property of walking. Within actuality, it does not have the property of walking.
Yeah.
Therefore, that would entail that the property of walking is not essential.
Okay,
Meaning, hold on, chill.
but he can't
That
have.
tells that
He
hold
doesn't
on,
have the
chill.
property of
Wait,
walking.
hold on. Let me finish. That tells that the property is not essential, meaning that accidental properties
Wait,
do exist, meaning
if
it's distinct
if
from other properties that we have. So your position just falls down and crumbles.
wait, all right, but he doesn't have the property of walking.
He doesn't have the property of walking within actuality. However, within a possible world, he has it. If within a possible world he has it, that means it isn't necessary, therefore essential.
Uh, eh, no, that's moreover accidental
No
rather
isn't
than
an
essential.
argument.
If
What'd you
if
say?
if if
Wait,
right
repeat the
now I
last
have
thing
the
you said. You
actual
said is what? You said is what?
wait, right now I have the actuality of walking,
Wait, hold
but
on.
in
Wait,
some
don't go
other
back. Don't go
possible
to another point. What did you say? I didn't hear you. You said it's what?
what the point before
You said
this?
it's moral something. What did you say?
No, oh, I said it's more accidental rather than essential.
Yeah, that's my point.
Did you not say it's
You just
necessary or something
denied.
like that?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I
Did you
was
say
applying
did you say
reductio.
unnecessary?
Yes, I was applying reductio, but you
All
realize
right.
you literally said you don't posit these two things existing. So I just verified that these two things exist, meaning my position will be justifiable.
Okay. Okay. I did say that, but
Mhm. So
following
do
from
you
that with a
these
person
two
who is
exist?
disabled like myself, um what's it called, I have the actuality of walking, therefore obviously following I have the property of walking. A person in another world such as myself, let's say born disabled, doesn't have that property of walking, right?
Yeah.
But in some other possible world, a person such as me, I'm in this world, to him in some other possible world
Wait, that
I
it
do
isn't.
have
Wait,
it,
don't
which
say him.
I
Don't
do
say
right now,
him.
which I
That's wait, hold on. Don't say him. It's you. You just don't have the accidental properties that you have within this world. You agree with modal logic in chat. I can get the screenshot if you want. So if
I
you
don't.
agree with modal logic, that
Okay,
means
okay, okay,
that.
okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay, 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 okay. So I don't. So you said I don't have the accidental properties he has.
You said what?
Did you say I don't have the accidental
If
properties he
he
has?
okay, he is identical with you. If he doesn't have the properties that you have, that means it's accidental instead of it being necessary.
If he doesn't
It
have
is
the
not. It is
properties that
not.
I
Wait.
have,
It is not
then
someone in
wait, wait,
some.
wait.
Hold on. Wait.
This
Chill.
goes
Hold on.
this
Chill.
goes
Chill. Hold on.
into
Hold
an
on. For the hold on. Hold on. Chill. It is not someone in some possible world. It is you in some possible world.
okay, but then this
He has
goes into
all your
another debate about the
identifying. He has all
identity.
your essential identifying features.
Wait, wait,
Yeah.
but it goes into another topic. about the self, because then what if I take an enduristic view and argue
Well, you
that
keep on
actually that
saying what
person?
if, what if. Wait, you keep on saying what
Yeah,
if, what
yeah,
if. That's just kind of
no,
dodging.
no, no,
Wait,
no,
chill, hold on,
as a
calm down,
position that I
calm
can
down.
justify.
Quincy, hold on, Quincy,
Wait,
hold
wait,
on.
wait, wait. No, I
Wait,
just want to
Quincy, let me
elaborate on what I'm
finish.
saying.
Wait, let me finish. No, that's fine. I'm granting that, but hold on. You can maybe
But
possibly justify it, but just hold on. So you keep on saying what if, what if. That's kind of dodging the stop sign. I'm going to ask you once again. If
no,
you exist in some possible world with an accidental property that you do not have in this world, does that entail it's accidental?
no, because I can,
Why?
like I said, this is another view I can take. I can say that that other person is not me.
But you agree with modal logic.
Yeah, sure, I can agree with modal logic, but who
All right,
says
so
I can?
argument,
I
yeah, so
wait. Who
what's your
says?
argument for the
Wait,
position?
who says I? Who says I can agree with modal logic? Sure, but modal logic doesn't just study the person themselves. It studies other things. I can agree that
Oh,
the
I never
bad could
said
not
that
be
modal
here.
logic was. Wait, I never said modal logic was limited to you specifically as an entity. But modal logic
Yeah,
does
but
deal with claims. Hold on, chill. Modal logic does deal with modal terms such as possibility, necessary, contingency. So if it is
yeah, but
possible, meaning in some possible world you exist without legs, you exist without legs. That means it follows that it isn't essential.
yeah. But you were going to use my view on modal logic as a sort of debunk to myself.
Wait, it
But I'm
doesn't
telling
matter.
you,
Okay,
I
let me
can.
explain this. Even if I were to grant that you disagree with modal logic or whatever, I can just justify modal
No,
logic. So.
I mean, I mean, what seems like to me here is you're going to take this view of modal logic and you're trying to apply it to me, being
Wait, no,
self-contradictory.
no,
Because
yeah, I can justify it.
if if I believe in a modal world, because I believe in modal logic, then there must be another possible version of myself. But if I claim that there is no other of myself, that is identical to me, then I guess you would be saying that I would be rejecting my entire view of
Wait, what?
modality.
Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna ask you: is it logically possible? Because this might not even matter. Is it logically
What
possible
is
for you not to have the? Yeah, Jim. Is it logically possible for you to not have the property of walking?
yeah.
Uh, okay, that means it isn't essential. It's going to be logically impossible for you to have chill. It's going to be logically impossible for you to not have things that are essential for you and you still exist. So if you agree it's logically possible that you don't have the property of walking, that means my conclusion is something that we've reached.
Yeah, okay. That's a different case though, because it's logically possible, sure, but what again? I can just take the position that that person then from that view, as you said, walking won't be an essential property of myself, so it will be accidental. I can just take the view that actually, even if it was the other person in a modal world is
Wait,
not
wait,
myself.
you're
So it
conflating
is
terms. That's why,
wait.
bro,
So it
this
is
is
necessarily the case that I myself have the property of walking, because if I did not have the property
oh
of
my god.
walking, then I am not myself.
Wait,
I can take that view.
this is syntactic. This is just ambiguous at all because you literally just agreed that you specifically. I asked you this question. Listen, follow. I asked you if it is logically impossible for you to not have this specific property. You said no.
Yeah,
It is logically possible. I don't have this property. You specifically, not you or some variant in some possible world. You specifically. That means that if you do not have this property
yeah. I don't.
necessarily, that means that
Okay,
chill. That means it is accidental.
okay. But
And why is it
when
necessary
I
for you to
agree,
have the property of
don't.
walk?
I agree. It's a logically a thingy possible in the sense that I don't see any contradictions in saying that. I don't see any self contradictions at
Wait, yeah,
all
if you don't see a
in that.
contradiction in you saying it's logically possible for you to have a property of something, that means that it's logically possible, meaning it isn't accidental. If I were to say that this thing is essential, but there's a possible
It
world
isn't
where it
accidental.
isn't, hold on, chill. If I say that this thing is necessary, but there's a possible world where I don't have it, that means it isn't necessary.
Yeah, but possible word is a different case to logical words. I can agree that there's no self contradiction, but I what I don't agree on, like semantically speaking or linguistically speaking, I can agree that there's no logical contradiction in saying I can be born without any legs, right? But then I
That's
can
not what I, that's
hinge that
not, that wasn't the
view.
question. That wasn't
Wait.
the
I just
question.
no. I can hinge that view and say, following from that, if you're going to argue for modal worlds
That
about
wasn't the
me,
question.
if you're going to argue about modal worlds about me, uh, not having the property of walking in some modal world, therefore accidental and essential properties exist or whatever, then I would just say whatever that thing is in the other modal world, it is not myself.
Okay,
So
well,
it
that
is
goes back. Wait,
necessary
wait,
for me
bro,
to have the.
you're dodging the overall, chill. You're dodging the overall argument. That's not what I said at all. I asked you specifically because you just weaseled out and tried to ride there. I asked you specifically if
No,
it's
because
logically chill, calm down. I'll let you finish. Is it logically
yeah,
possible for you to not have this property? I did not say is it logically possible for you
yeah,
to
I
not have been
because
born.
wait,
Chill,
wait,
calm
wait.
down. Now
As
let
I
me
said,
finish. Hold on, let
wait,
me
I don't
finish.
see a logical
Quincy,
contradiction in it.
Quincy,
That's
let me
why
finish. Let me
I
finish.
don't
I
see
just
a
let you know.
self
Stop spurging.
contradiction.
You just said in the chat you didn't want to spurg. Stop spurging. I asked you specifically, is it logically possible for you to not have this thing? I did not ask you, is it logically possible for you to not be born with this thing? So answer the question. This time, do not weasel out. Is it logically
Yes.
possible for you to not have this thing? Not be born with this thing, but not
Yeah.
have this thing.
Okay. Yeah, but I told you that's the difference
Okay,
between
thank you.
something
That's
being
all I need.
logically
That's all I need.
wait. I just want to finish. I told you that's the difference between something being logically possible and me agreeing to that, and it's actually being modally possible. If you ask me,
Wait,
is
no,
it
wait, whoa,
modally
whoa, whoa,
possible?
whoa,
Is
whoa,
it
whoa, whoa.
is it
Okay, hold on, hold on,
modal
hold
for
on, hold on,
you?
hold on, hold on. Okay, okay, okay.
If you
Wait,
wait.
wait,
I
wait,
just
whoa,
want to
whoa, whoa,
elaborate.
whoa, 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 Quincy, Quincy.
Wait.
There's no
I
elaboration
just want
needed
to
because you're
explain.
conflating terms again. Whoa, that's ambiguous
Wait,
again.
wait,
So when you say
wait.
that, chill. I'm asking you a question about the actual question. What do you mean when you say modally possible? Are you referring to what type of modal scope are you referring to?
In the sense you are
A
about another
modal scope
possible.
doesn't exist. That's retarded. What'd you say?
In the sense you're referring to about another possible world, I can, like I said, I can linguistically or semantically agree that there's no logical contradiction, so logically possible for
Wait, I'm
me,
just gonna
for
say this.
you
Let
to
me
say I
clarify
have
this
no
now.
legs.
There is.
Wait,
Wait,
I don't
I
see
don't know what you
in
mean
that.
by.
Wait, no,
I don't. Wait, bro.
I just want to elaborate on what I meant when I
Wait,
agreed
hold
with
on.
you.
Let me
When I
define this
agreed with you,
first.
that's in, wait. I just want to show you, just elaborate, because you're
Wait, you
arguing if
can.
it's
Wait, I'm
logically
not about to give
possible.
an argument. I'm just about to establish something. Logic is going to be
Yeah.
the language we use to describe reality. So if you say semantically or linguistically, that's just you agreeing and positing my view. So you can continue. Go ahead.
You're trying to apply that to a modal world, saying if it's logically possible,
There's
then
no such thing
that's
as a
not.
modal scope. It's a modal logical scope or a logical modal scope or epistemological modal scope, etc. I'm saying it's epistemologically possible and it's logically possible, even nomologically possible,
What do you mean
metaphysically possible, etc.
epistemology?
Some yeah,
What do you mean epistemologically possible
and epistemic
and log?
possibility is something that's possible to our knowledge.
Okay.
Like if, for example, if it was 2,000 years ago, we thought it was impossible to go to the moon. That was impossible to our knowledge. Obviously, our knowledge was refined, and it is actually possible to go to the moon.
So say that again. I kind of lost you.
2,000 years ago, we thought it was
Yeah.
impossible to go to the moon. Obviously, our knowledge is now
Yeah.
refined, and we know it is possible to go to the moon. Therefore, that means it was epistemically impossible to go to the moon back then.
Okay. Back then.
Yes.
Okay. So what would you be arguing here?
I wasn't arguing anything. I was simply classifying and then making sure you understand all the modal scopes that we're establishing within this debate. So we have
Okay. So
logical
wait,
modal
how
scope,
how does that
epistemological
have
modal scope,
relevance?
non-logical modal scope, metaphysical modal scope. Because you were
Wait, how does
saying
that have
that
relevance?
there exists such thing as a modal scope, and I was just denying that. That makes no sense.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I said there exists that. What do you think I meant?
You said modally possible. Like I said, I don't know what you mean. So if you're saying a modal scope that just doesn't exist, like that's retarded.
No. What I meant by that, I elaborated by just saying modal. What I meant by that is actually existing in some other possible world, right?
Wait, I don't care
So
about
I don't.
modal. I'm not a modal realist. It doesn't matter if a possible world actually exists, as long as you agree that the possibility exists.
The possibility of a modal world.
If you believe that a possibility existing is synonymous with a possible world existing, then sure, I guess I would posit modal realism. That's fine. But if you don't, then I don't care. Like just possibility. As long as the possibility exists, which you already agreed it does.
Possi-
So I'm
Wait,
going to
wait, wait,
ask you,
wait.
what is the justification? Even though I don't need this point because I already believe I justify my position. What is the justification for that person in that possible world not being you, God?
Because they have different properties to me.
Why does that mean that
I
they
am
aren't you?
myself.
Wait, that
I
presupposes. Oh, God.
No, because this goes into another debate about
Wait, no,
hylomorphism.
wait. For
Wait,
the
this
other
goes into
debate thing,
another debate about
Quincy. Oh my
hylomorphism.
God, chill with the spurting, bro. For the other debate thing, just because we're taking positions that yes, those positions can infer other positions. Like for example, if I believe in God, like biblically speaking, if I believe in a Christian God, then that can entail that I also believe the mind is materialistic because in some part of the Bible it can state that the mind is materialistic. So positions can infer other positions inherently, but yeah. So I'm asking you, what is your justification that just because they have different properties, that means they aren't you? What if they have the same essential properties? Doesn't that mean they are you by definition?
What do you mean by essential properties? What do you think defines
An
me as a
essential property, even though we already classified and defined what an essential property was, an essential property is something that you have by virtue of being yourself. So, for
Oh no,
example, let's
I know its definition, but I mean, how would that apply to the other person? How would the other person have essential properties like me?
essential means necessary. If this property is necessary, that
Yeah,
means there's
yes,
no possible. Bro, chill. Oh my
I know,
God.
But
If
what are
essential,
the what?
calm down. I'm clarifying. Calm down. If essential means necessary, that means in no other possible world can this thing not be applied. So if y'all both have the same essential properties, then why does that mean that y'all aren't you? I don't think that makes any sense. How can you have the same essential
Because
properties but not
I
be
don't think
identical?
I don't think he has the same essential properties as me because I don't think they're raw. I guess um I mean unless you can identify any essential properties that he has that's similar to me. I mean what do you think would be the
What?
essential property?
Wait, you're trying to
Wh-
burden shit. What
wh-
is your justification for your position? I'm not
No,
justifying
no,
anything.
because
I'm
I
already
just want
justifying
to,
my
no,
position.
no, 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 wait.
Well, why
I
do you keep
just
cutting me off
want
when I
to
let
know
you finish?
what
Like,
would
so
the
uncharitable.
because I don't agree they would have essential properties like
Wait, you
me.
don't
I
have
don't
to
agree
agree.
me.
You can disagree after, but why do you cut me off when I give you charity and allow you to finish?
Thus, I don't really think that's true. I mean, I don't mean to be insultive or anything. I just want to ask to elaborate because you claimed about the other person, although don't have the property of walking, they still have the same essential properties. But I'm telling you, what is the essential property that me and that other person share?
I'll ask you once again. I already believe I justify my position, but just to make
In,
sure you don't try to weasel out anything, I want you to justify your position. You're saying that everything is of the same substance. What is the argument for why everything is of the same substance? I disagree with that position. For the walking thing, that just ties back into my position. I already
because
believe I justify my position. So let's say,
uh,
for example, consciousness is an essential property of a human. I believe that that person or possible you has consciousness.
but does he have the same consciousness as me?
That ties back into your position. If we presuppose your position is true, then it doesn't. If we presuppose my position is true, then it does. So what is the argument as to why your
How?
position is true?
I mean, if the other person has the possibility of actually not the possibility, if the other person doesn't have the property that I have for walking, then who's to say that they're
Wait,
going
but
to
bro,
have
we agree
properties
that
that I
essential. Oh
wait,
my bad.
who's to say that they're going to have properties that I don't have for consciousness?
Wait, yeah, let me answer
So
this. Okay.
we have
Wait, let me answer.
consciousness.
Let
I
me.
don't
Oh my god. Let
disagree.
me answer this. Let me answer this. So modal logic disagrees with you, nigga. If it is necessary, that means it's necessary, meaning that there's not a possible world where this thing isn't applied. If it's accidental, that means that there is a possible world where this thing can be applied. If that follows, Quincy, please follow up. If that follows, that means that it will be identical with you by virtue of the essential properties. You wearing a shirt that's green, well, if that possible you doesn't need to have that green shirt because that's not what makes you you. What makes you you is your consciousness. So if you have the consciousness and that's
Yeah, but
essential, hold on, specifically X consciousness. X consciousness and Y consciousness is distinct. You have X consciousness, which is what makes you. So a possible you would also have X consciousness because that's what makes you you. If it doesn't have X consciousness, that means it isn't you. So what is the argument as to why it doesn't have X consciousness?
okay, because that's a possibility that the other person doesn't have the same. If the other person literally
Well,
has
how is it
the same
possible if
essential,
it's necessary?
wait. If the other person literally has the same essential properties as myself for consciousness, then he would think the exact same way as I do, as I
Yeah,
am
that's
right
wrong.
now. But that's a possibility that that's not the case because there's no.
Wait, why? Bro,
Huh?
you're literally going in, bro. You're going circular once again. If
I'm
it
not.
is necessary, that
I'm
means it
just telling
chill,
you.
bro. Oh my god,
I'm just
chill.
telling you.
If,
Even if we
bro,
both
okay,
have
you can
consciousness,
tell me
it's not the
after.
same
I let you
consciousness.
finish. God, like chill. Spurging doesn't do
Just
anything, bro. Chill.
what makes
So
it this
if it is, bro,
consciousness?
calm down. If it is necessary, that means it's logically, epistemologically, nomologically, and metaphysically, not nomologically. What the fuck? And metaphysically impossible for it to not be applied in every single world. So if it is applied in X world, that means it's identical with you. So you saying it has distinct properties, that's just you repeating the claim. What is the argument as to why it has distinct properties when we're talking about necessary ones?
Because you're claiming about consciousness and stuff, but I'm telling you, he doesn't have the same consciousness as me.
Yeah,
Not any
why?
identical
Why?
consciousness.
Why?
Because I can think of a cow right now, and the other one can think of a dog.
But wait, that presupposes that he isn't also thinking of the cow. So why?
Why he's not thinking of the cow?
Yes, why
Well,
isn't he
because
thinking?
if I take your
Well, why
position,
isn't his mental
that's
state?
still
Why
possible.
isn't his
Is
mental
there a
state
logical
identical with
contradiction in
yours?
that? Just to establish, is there a logical contradiction in that?
Is yes, I believe there's a logical contradiction for something to be necessary.
What
Bro,
is the
duh,
self
stop cutting me
contradiction
off.
there?
I'm about to explain it. Like, dang, calm
What is
down.
the self contradiction there?
I'm trying to explain it. Stop cutting me off, Quincy, and you'll actually understand. You haven't been understanding anything, and this demonstrates that.
Okay.
So the logical contradiction, like I've said multiple times over, is that something necessary has to be the case in all possible worlds. We're talking about a possible you. If consciousness is necessary, that means that it has to have identical mental states because it has to be the case in all possible worlds.